Gaming phones prioritize important areas for portable gaming, which include performance, battery life, and a screen's refresh rate. That does mean non-gaming features, such as the camera, aren't given as much attention. So, in this video, we've got recommendation for the top 5 best gaming phones you can buy in 2023. For more information on the products, we've included links in the description box down below. Poco F4 GT. Xiaomi's Poco smartphone line has cemented itself as a flagship killer brand, with relatively affordable yet fast and powerful devices. The Poco F4 GT doesn't deviate from this with a crazy price-to-performance ratio. For less than many other phones, the Poco F4 GT packs in mega specs and gaming-focused hardware. These include the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 SoC, 8GB of LPDDR5 memory, 128GB of UFS 3.1 storage, a 6.67-inch 120Hz AMOLED display, and 120-watt fast charging for its 4,700 mAh battery. These aren't the latest and greatest, but are still very high-end specs, allowing the Poco F4 GT to run even the most demanding of 3D titles. The Poco F4 GT is more than an enticing spec sheet. It houses some of the best speakers that you can get in a modern smartphone. And there are RGB light strips in the triple camera module, but they only come on when charging the phone, playing a game, or for incoming calls and messages. Xiaomi has managed to include all of these features, due in part to a lower-end Full HD Plus display over a higher resolution panel and a cutback camera system. This is a device whose focuses are high performance and gaming. If you're happy to forego a quality camera and polished software experience, the F4 GT is a great option. Blackshark 5 Pro. The Blackshark 5 Pro is the latest gaming smartphone from Xiaomi. It comes with 6.67-inch AMOLED panel, has a 144Hz refresh rate, and 720Hz touch sampling. Offering a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, the Blackshark 5 Pro comes with a total of 512GB of storage, but it is split between 256GB UFS 3.1 and 256GB of NVMe SSD storage. The internal battery also boasts beefy specs, like a decent 4,650 mAh capacity and 120-watt fast charging support. Plus, you'll see the same amount of support, since the general rule of gaming phones is that pennies have to be pinched somewhere to keep costs down. This seems like the proper place to mention that there are several additional optional accessories on offer for the Blackshark 5 Pro. Things like a new version of the Blackshark Active External Cooler, plus a special case to optimize its efficiency. Also, some beefier button attachments for the pair of pop-out side triggers on the Blackshark 5. Tease the phone you need if physical triggers are required, as the pop-out triggers are not only a nifty feature to show off, but they work wonderfully. Lenovo Legion Y90. Lenovo Legion Y90 is a gaming-oriented smartphone that was designed with two things in mind, and that's power and user experience, and that's exactly what it delivers. It is only available in grey color and features a smooth and matte glass back with a special module in the middle of the house that houses the camera RGB logo and the internal fan grille for the cool air to go in. As for the display, the Lenovo Legion Y90 features a 6.92 inches AMOLED display with a 144Hz refresh rate and 1,300 nits peak brightness. The Lenovo Legion Y90 is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset and features a dual fan vapor chamber cooling system to keep your internals cool while you game on the phone. Apart from that, the phone offers 12GB to 18GB of RAM, coupled with 256GB to 640GB of internal storage. The phone also has capacitive touch-sensitive shoulder triggers that can mimic the L1, L2, and R2 that you find in gaming controllers. The phone has a 5,600 mAh battery, and it has support for up to 68 watt of fast charging. A lot of people feel gaming smartphone designs can be embarrassing, but the Lenovo Legion Y90 features a very elegant design with subtle RGBs in the back. and so you won't be embarrassed when you pull out the phone from your pocket in the public. Nubia Red Magic 8S Pro. At first glance, it might look like a budget phone, but the Red Magic 8S Pro has the hardware to match any flagship Android phone for games. The Red Magic 8S Pro sports the latest and greatest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 SoC with 12 or 16 gigabytes of memory, Full HD plus 120Hz AMOLED display, and a 6000 mAh battery with 65-watt charging everywhere else. This equates to a fast and fluid gaming experience that shouldn't run out of steam before the end of the first game level. The GameSpace app is still a useful, if unnecessarily flashy, launcher for your games. You can tweak frame rate, fan speeds, and performance settings with a few taps while in-game. Not only can the device tear through any Android game, but those games will also look great on the screen, which is what gaming phones are all about. Oh, and what sort of gaming phone would the Red Magic 8S Pro be if it didn't have a cooling system? Luckily it does, with a built-in cooling fan and heatsink, making it an all-out gaming powerhouse. And we'd be remiss if we didn't mention that it has a personalized gaming mode, a saving grace for those in this for the long haul. Asus ROG Phone 7 Ultimate. It should be no surprise that the best overall gaming smartphone is one made by Asus. The company's tenure in the gaming space shows itself in the quality of its latest flagship smartphone. The phone packing the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip, the ROG Phone 7 possesses ample power. There's a 6.78-inch AMOLED screen with an 165Hz refresh rate that's capable of reaching 1500 nits peak brightness. On the higher-end model, there's a generous 16 GB of DDR5X RAM and 512 GB of storage. Customizable ultrasonic shoulder buttons, and a thermal chamber for improved cooling that also doubles as a kind of subwoofer for extra volume and bassiness from the speakers. Tipping the scales at a whopping 246 grams, this isn't a phone for the faint-hearted or faint-wristed. The extra heft is partly due to Asus Game Cool 7, an included cooling solution that encompasses a large vapor chamber, graphite cooling sheets, and an external fan accessory. Asus has made further optimizations in software, including its X mode, which allows you to adjust the display's touch sensitivity, reduce background processes, and optimize wireless connections to ensure a stable gaming experience. The ROG Phone 7 Ultimate won't be for everyone. Aside from the huge weight and premium price tag, the device's cameras can't match those from the likes of Samsung, Xiaomi, and Apple. However, for all-out gaming, the ROG Phone 7 Ultimate is unmatched.